Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing another declutter. Now the reason I'm doing this is, Dane, I know you watch this, he always says you do too many declutter videos. Well, I'm doing it because I've started doing speed reviews, and if I don't like an item that I've used in that 2 or 3 month period when I do a speed review or review what I've used in those 2 3 months, I'm just going to declutter it then and there. But I have a lot of makeup in my other drawers in my bedroom where I am literally just having it sit there, and I don't want it just to sit there. Some of the lip products I've had for over 3 years. Some of the eyeshadow palettes and some of the highlighter palettes I've had for over 2.5 years. And I'm not reaching for them. So I want to declutter them and get rid of all that stuff that's just sitting there, because it's just going to be sitting there until the end of the year when I do a declutter. So I thought I would get ahead of it and I would declutter everything that I know I'm not going to use. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do it in 2 parts, actually more than 2 parts, but I'm going to do highlighters today, and then I'm going to film the eyeshadow palette declutter as well, but do that in 2 separate parts because my declutters can be quite long. Then my lip products and lip liners and lip glosses I will do later on next week or so. I took out all my lipsticks, and some of them I know have been there for over 3 years, so they need to go. And obviously I'm not going to pass on any lip products or lip liners to anybody because that's just unhygienic. And then highlighter palettes, well, I'm going to pass on to either my sister or my friends and just see if they want to try the brand. They might not have tried the brand out for themselves. And I might like the highlighter formula, but it's just not one that I'm reaching because I've got one that's a similar shade or similar formula that I like better. Anyway, that's what this video is. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like it. If you're new, subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is where we're filming today. I thought I would film on top of my drawers that all my highlighters actually sit in. Now hopefully everything's in focus. I can't really see the camera viewfinder from this angle, so hopefully everything's in focus. And now guys, these are all my highlighters except the ones in the face palette. So I've got some highlighters in bronzer and blush palettes. I'm not talking about them, I'm just talking about highlighters today. So we've got all my highlighters here. I've got my little candle for aesthetics, and also it smells really nice. I went to Kmart and bought that last night. And then I do have my peach iced tea because, you know, I might get a bit hoarse when I'm talking about all these products. But yeah guys, let's get straight into it. So the first item we're talking about is this Juvia's highlighter. Now I got a whole lot of Juvia's mystery boxes and they always basically included a highlighter. This is one of them. Very, very pretty. It is very, very pretty. I actually got a lot of the same shade in loose highlighter form plus this one. And I think I got 3 of these. I actually gave this one away. It's just too dark for me, my complexion. So that is why I'm going to pass it on to somebody that I know will like. And then guys, we do have this one here. This is the Revlon Skin Light highlighter, prismatic highlighter. It's still new, so I'm going to try this out for myself. It looks very pretty. It is quite similar to this shade, so I think this might be a bit too dark for me, but I still want to try it the formula wise. We also do have this Moon Prism highlighter from Luna Beauty. Now this is a really, really pretty shade. It's a brand new. I got this in mystery box. It's too deep for me. You can tell it's too deep for me, so that I'm not even going to swatch it. I have lost a uni carton for it. It does have the little plastic seal still on it, so it is still nice and new, so I'm going to pass that on as well. Very, very pretty packaging though. Love that. We have this Jeffree Star Extreme Frost one. This is the Extreme Frost Sour Ice. Very, very pretty. Now I got this in my mystery box, but I don't use Jeffree Star. Look how pretty that is. So, I really want to use it, but I know I'm just going to get hate on my channel, so I'm not going to use it. Also, the particles are quite chunky, so I find that they do kind of flake off, but look how pretty that is. Keep going. We have some Diamond Light or Kaleidos highlighters. We've got these ones here. My sister bought all of these actually for me. I don't know if the camera's not going to focus on it. There's too many things there. There we go. That's really pretty. It's almost too dark for me, but I really, really like the formula. Like, that is so pretty. Look at that shift. I'm going to keep this shade. We do have a whole lot of other ones. So we've got this one here. This is in the shade Ray Rider. The first one was actually Diamond Dasher, so I'm going to keep Diamond Dasher. Love that one. We have this one here. This is very similar too, but it does have a little bit of a different reflex to it. So I don't know if you can see that. That's more of a bronzy one, while the other one has like a purple pink shift to it. I'm going to keep this one as well because I like that one. We have this one here, which is the Solar Sailor. God, the camera's, there we go, Solar Sailor. I gotta keep forgetting, I gotta remember to keep looking at the viewfinder to see if it's focusing. This one here's got a more of a gold shift to it. It's not my favourite, this one. I'm not a huge fan of like gold highlighters or gold tone highlighter finishes. Okay, it's not focusing on that, but I'm gonna declutter that one. We have some other ones. We've got this one here. This one is the Mars, come on camera. And then guys, we have this one here, which is the Mars Melter. Is it Mars Melter? Yeah. This one's pretty. This has like a red finish to it. I'll swatch it for you. It's a bit dry, this one. I haven't used it as much as the other ones. It does like have more of a red tone shift to it. Oh, my camera, there we go. Look at that. Sorry about my arm, but that's what I've got to swatch on. It's very pretty, so I'm going to keep that on. We also have this one here, which is the Cosmetic Catcher, whatever it's called. Another pretty shade. If the camera, like this is a white based highlighter, but it does have like some beautiful pink shifts to it as well. Really, really pretty. I don't know if my camera's going to catch that, but they're all very pretty. I'm going to keep this one as well. We do have a Skywalker one in a blue container, but I don't know what that is, but I'm going to keep that because I like the shift in this one. In that one, this one here is very pretty as well. Just swatch it here for you. I won't be swatching everything, but this one, oh my god, look how pretty that is. Stunning. That one is in the shade Star Surfer. Keep that one. So out of the highlighters, I'm going to declutter this one, and I'm going to keep all the rest. Next, we've got this one here from Melt. Now this is beautiful, stunning. You'll see what I mean inside. Very, very pretty, but obviously way too deep for me and my skin tone, so I'm going to declutter that. The work is a really pretty eyeshadow topper, but I still want to declutter it because I'm never going to use that much of that product. We have this Rose Gold Onyx highlighter. This is from Kmart. Really pretty, like pinky rose gold shade. Very nice, but I think I'm going to declutter this one because that's giving me more eyeshadow formula than highlighter. Plus it's too deep for me. We'll declutter that. It's only like $5 from Kmart. This one here is a MAC highlighter. Now this is stunning. I love like iridescent white highlighters. This is in the shade Let It Glow. This was their Christmas collection 2 years ago, so it's 2 years old. But look how pretty that is. Stunning. The formula is, it's a little chunky, I'm not going to lie, it's a little chunky. But it is very, very pretty. And I think I'm going to keep that one because I like that one, and it cost me $80, so I'm not throwing that money away when I can still use it. This one here is another MAC one. Now I think I got this in my Lumi box at one time, or maybe in their store. It's a baked highlighter formula. Not my favorite type of formula. Very pretty though. Let me quickly swatch it for you. That's what it looks like. Running out of room. We'll put it there. It's a little deep tone for me. I'm going to declutter it because I don't really like the baked formula. So we'll just declutter that one. We have this one from Ofra, which I'm going to keep because Ofra's highlighter formula is probably the best in the world, in my opinion. This is a little dark for me, but I still love it. And this is the Highlighter Bliss. And I think this was my actual first Ofra product. So that one just holds a little special meaning in my heart. We have this big Too Faced palette. I actually got this one, and I think my sister got it as well after she tried my one. So it does have 3 different finishes. This is more of a baked formula, which I've already said is not my favorite. This is more of a powder blended to the Skin Soft Duo soft like glow from within. Very pretty. And then this one here is more of just a traditional highlighter formula. So you've got 3. Let me swatch this one so you can see all 3 formulas. You've got 3 different formulas. These 2 are my favorite. That one I don't use as much, but very, very pretty. Do I have room? So those are the 3 swatches there. That's the glow from within. Why is my camera not focusing? Alright, so those are the 3 swatches there. Not the best swatches. Glow from within, baked formula, and then the normal highlighter formula. I'm going to keep this because this was like $60, and I'm not going to throw that away when I love that shade. I love champagne highlighter formula shades, and that one's actually a really pretty shade. This one here from Makeup Revolution is just stunning. $10 for that much product. You can't beat that. Very, very pretty. This is more of a icy blue formula. Very, very pretty. And then this one here is more of a pink formula. And then we've got these 2. Sorry about my fingernails. They're just all drinked up right now. I am working on not biting them. The camera going to focus. There we go. So those are 3 or 4 shifts there. Very, very pretty. I'm going to keep this. $10 for that amount of formula and that payoff. You can't go wrong with that. Love that one. We have this one here, which is the Moonchild Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palette. Now I got this from Bonnie and Tammy, and I love this one. Obviously you can see these two are my favorite shades out of this palette. This is very nice as well. And this one, you can't see that I've used it, but I have used it. It is a beautiful iridescent white, and like I said before, I do love those type of shades. This one has like a greeny gold shift to it. Very, very pretty. I don't know if you can see the green in it, but in person I can. Like, that is just a beautiful, beautiful formula. I have to swatch it. You might be able to see it better. Yeah, you can see some of the green shift there. Very, very pretty. Love that, and I'm going to keep that one. And then, guys, we have this other Anastasia Beverly Hills loose highlighter. Now, I got this in my Ali mystery box. Ali Dawson sold me a mystery box, or did a mystery box, and I bought it off her from America. Now, there were 3 other shades, a gold one and a bronzy one. I gave those 2 shades to my sister just because she likes those types of shades. I like the iridescent white shade, and this is stunning. It's hard to swatch a like loose highlighter like this on my finger. I mean, you can see it's quite chunky, but very, very pretty as an inner corner highlighter, like iridescent white, which is everything I love in a highlighter. Look at that. Oh, stunning. It's a beautiful highlighter. Now, this is probably almost 2 years old, and I still love it. Like, it works perfectly, as you can see. Love that one. Next, we have this one here, which is from Hank & Henry. This is a Lush and Lust highlighter. Now, this is a blush and highlighter, but I'm actually going to declutter it. The blush is okay. It's more of a shimmer blush, and this highlighter is a little too deep for me, even though it does look and feel so buttery and smooth. Like, that is just butter. In the back of my hand, when I try this, look at that. It's stunning, but it's a little too deep for me, and it's just been sitting in this drawer for the last 6 months, not touched. So we are going to declutter that one. We have this one here. Now, this one I saw on Sephora's website, Pat McGrath, and I just fell in love with it, and I've wanted it for ages, and I finally got it. I swatched it in store, and I was like, oh, I need to get it. $102, I think this cost me. 3 highlighters. This is too deep for me, and these 2, I didn't realize it was like a baked formula until I really tried it at home. Very, very pretty. This has got like a reddish pink tone to it. This one's more of a goldy green, and then this is way too dark for me, but it's a bronzy finish. Look at that bronzy gold. Very, very pretty, but I don't use this one, and I'm going to pass this on. I haven't actually used it very often. It looks like I have, but it's just because I always get the big fluffy highlighter brushes and swirl all the pans. So I probably used this 5 or 6 times in the year and a half that I've had it. This one here is a Wet n Wild blusher and highlighter. I actually have a lighter shade. I'm going to keep that lighter shade as my everyday drawer. I just forgot to get it, but I'm going to keep that one, and I'm going to keep this one. Now, this is another one that Bonnie and Tammy sent me in a big mystery box that they sent me of makeup and snacks. And the formula of this is stunning. Wet n Wild highlighters. I used to have a loose highlighter from Wet n Wild, and I didn't like how chunky it was. But the like pressed powder, if I can open it, oh my god, I can't open it. There we go. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's pretty, and I love a peach blush. The highlighter formula is so pretty. Love that payoff. So I'll be keeping this one. Put that over there. Then we have this one here that my sister got me. This is from TZ Cosmetics, Aurora Borealis palette. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I asked my sister to make me a $200 mystery box from Amazon products, and she bought me this. Now, I'd never tried this brand before, but look at the shifts in this highlighter. This is more of a putty highlighter formula, so it's quite soft. But look at the payoff, guys. I think the actual palette itself retails for like $10. You can't get formulas like that. Can't go wrong with that. I love this. I actually like the packaging as well, and I'm going to definitely keep that one. And then, guys, the last one we have is this Brain Freeze Skin Frost Highlighter Palette. Now, I bought this in the height of Jeffree Star. I actually remembered when the Brain Jawbreaker collection launched, and this was the highlighter palette from that collection. And I got it on launch day, and I was so excited. This was my first ever, like, Jeffree Star purchase, and look at the highlighters. I mean, obviously these 2 are too dark for me. These are really pretty, but this is 3.5 years old. I've still got a lot of product. I did use this a lot. It does show up quite a bit of texture on my face. I'm going to declutter this one just because I haven't used it in forever, and I can feel that it is starting to dry, even though it is very pretty. It's kind of dry. Look at that. Look how pretty that is, though. Why is there a line on my finger there? There we go. That's better. very, very pretty, but I just know I'm not going to reach for this. I don't need the drama on my channel for using his products, and I like to credit all the products that I use in my posts. So I'm going to declutter that one, and I don't feel bad because I do have like these other, like this one here kind of does the same thing, and then we also have the Makeup Revolution and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So between these three palettes, I have those shades without the drama, so very happy about that. So guys, I actually went and double checked if I had any more highlighters, and I forgot that I actually put some aside in another box because I was filming this video 2 days ago. So these are all my other ones, so we're going to go through these as well quickly. So the first one we have is for Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. This is a really pretty highlighter. I got this over 2 years ago in my Lumi subscription boxes. This is my first ever Physicians Formula product, and it's very buttery and very creamy, really pretty, and I don't know why I don't use it enough. It's stunning. I'm going to keep that one because I really like the formula in that, and it is over 2 years old, but it's still so creamy. Oh god, this lid's hard to get on. Okay, there we go. We also have this Artist Couture little loose highlighter. Now, I'm not a huge fan of loose highlighters. I just find it hard to control where the pigment goes when it's very loose, so I always find that it falls out all over my face and stuff. This is the Cocoa Bling highlighter, and I do remember this being very pretty though. Like, oh, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just quickly get some on my finger. That's what it looks like, and we are going to put it right here. So that's what it looks like on my hand. I did swatch it twice because the first one kind of messed up. Not my favourite formula. It's pretty, but I'm going to just declutter this because, like I said, loose highlighters are just not something that I like to work with. And as you can see, it gets a little bit messy on my desk. Next, we have this Colourpop Super Shock highlighter. Now, this is the shade Stematic. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think this is Ali's favourite Super Shock Colourpop highlighter. I can't remember exactly what shade she liked, but I'm pretty sure it's something like this. It's very pretty, another soft champagne highlighter, and again, very buttery. Look at that payoff, really pretty. Colourpop Super Shock formula is like stunning. They are all very similar shades. This one's probably the best payoff in my opinion, but they are pretty. I'm going to keep this one. I do find the Super Shock formula does kind of dry out in these types of containers from Colourpop. Well, at least the eyeshadows I found. So hopefully this highlighter lasts a bit longer than the eyeshadows do. And then guys, we do have these two Kaleidos highlighters. I did say I have two in the blue packaging. I'm going to keep both of these, but I will show what they look like. This is a beautiful iridescent blue that makes my skin look like glass when I apply it. And then we've got this one here, which is also very, very pretty. And that one is blue as well, I think. So just quickly swatch it on the back of my hand here. Now this formula is a little glittery, but it works as a beautiful eyeshadow topper. So one's got pink and one's got blue reflexes. I'm going to keep both of those because the formula is great with those. We've got two Ofra highlighters. So we've got this one here, which is the All of the Lights. Now this was the collaboration with Ofra and Ali Dawson. Look how pretty that is. It has 4 different shifts in it. Pink, champagne, bronzy, deep tone, and then like almost a white shade, but a light cream shade. And I like all of these. The pink is my favourite. This, I mean, it's so pretty. Ofra's highlighters, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. There you go. Look how pretty that is. Stunning. And then guys, we do have this one here, which is the Stars and Stripes palette. Now this one was released for breast cancer awareness, I think. So you've got the pink for the breast cancer, and then you've got the iridescent white. I like to mix both of these, but I also just like to use both of them individually. So let me just quickly do a swatch so you can see both of them. And we'll do one here so you can kind of see them together next to each other. Very, very pretty. The pink is a little intense, that's why I swirl it with the white. But a very beautiful highlighter formula, and I'll keep that one. We have this one here, which is the Colourpops. Actually, we've got both of these. They both came from the same collection. This one here is Night of Shell, or Midas Shell. And then this one is Shell Yeah. So this one here is very pretty. All Super Shock formulas, I think. So I'm just going to swatch 2 of these. Swatch this one and this one. Both very pretty. I mean, look at that purple highlighter. I mean, it's just got my name all over it. It's so pretty. We'll do that. Oh, look at that. Perfect as an eyeshadow topper as well. Look at that reflex. Stunning. Keeping that one. And then this one here is very pretty as well. So you've got some blush tone ones as well, but you've got this purple pink, which is stunning. Again, putty formula, look at that. I'm going to swatch it next to the yellow one. There is a little bit of a different shift, so one's got more of a purple blue, and then one's more of a just pink. Very pretty. We've got a, let's swatch this pink one. Quite intense, but it is very pretty. We'll try and put it right there. Very, very pretty. Look at that. Stunning. I mean, the Super Shock formulas from Colourpop are stunning. The only thing is you have to make sure these are closed because they do dry out if the lid's open, and sometimes over time the lids or the packaging warps, so the closure doesn't actually close. I find that happens quite a lot with my 9-pan eyeshadow palette, so hopefully they don't happen with the highlighter ones because they will dry out quite fast. Then guys, we do have this one here, which I don't know how to say that. My sister got this for me in my Amazon little mystery box that she did. Very, very pretty. It does have one blush, but it does have two highlighters, so I'm just going to include it in this video. Again, very, very pretty formulas, and I think when I looked this up it was like $10 or less than $10, but the payoff is stunning. Look at that. Love that. And I'm going to keep that on, and I love the pink shade the most in that. We have this one here, which is which one's this one? Oh, it's another Physicians formula. That seems very loose in there. But I think it's because it has a brush underneath. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of all different colors, and you swirl it all around. Very dry. This is over 2.5 years old. Like, it's so dry. It's so dry when I run my fingers across that. Oh, yeah, it's dry. I'm going to declutter that. I don't really like how dry that was feeling. But it does have a little, I think it comes with a brush underneath. I'm pretty sure that's why. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it does come with a little brush. I thought so. That's why I could hear something rattling in it. It's not my favorite. I think you can like repurchase this little compact, but I don't know if it's around or not. The brush is not my favorite. We're going to just declutter the whole thing. We'll declutter that, put that away, put that to the side. Then we have this one here, which is another Physicians formula. This is very, very pretty, and this actually reminds me of Gwen Stefani's new highlighters, like the brick little formula. As you can see, I've kind of messed up the lighter shades with the darker shades, but a beautiful, beautiful formula. It is a little dry again. I got this in a Lumi box as well, I think, and it's okay, but it's not my favorite, so I'm just going to declutter that because I can't see myself reaching for it. Lastly, guys, we have this one here, which is from Believe Beauty, and Bonnie and Tammy sent this to me. This is from Dollar Tree. I can't get this here I can't get this in Australia, but wow, look at this. Another beautiful goldy shifty white iridescent highlighter. Oh, that's stunning. Wait, I think I just messed up. Let me just clean that finger off. Okay, it's clean. Let's try that again. There we go. That's stunning. Okay, we'll put that right here. I mean, it's got a yellowy gold tone to it. Shift. Sorry, why is my camera not focusing? There we go. It is stunning there. And then we've got this one in the middle, which is probably the shade I would use the most. Oh, for a drugstore Dollar Tree moment, look at that highlighter. It is giving life. I'm definitely keeping this because I just love the formula. I love drugstore, and I've been using a lot more drugstore makeup, and Believe Beauty, the foundation, the blushes, and these I'm actually really enjoying. So guys, that is all highlighters done. These are all the ones I'm going to be decluttering. I'm happy with my choices. I'm glad that we are going to be passing some of these on to a better home, and then some of these, like these two, are very dry, and what was that? I'm going to just pass on. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, I didn't know they had it underneath. Oh, I was wondering why it was like a brick form. Okay. So I didn't know it had a little brush in there. Oh, okay. I've had this for 2 years and didn't know that. Interesting. Anyway, that's everything that I'm going to be decluttering highlighter-wise. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in part 2, where I declutter all my eyeshadow palettes. Bye!